It's Karen, and I thought I would just come and do a quick review of this. This is the Beauty, oh, it says Beauty Blender on it. It's called a Blender Defender. So it's basically a pouch. It's a squishy silicone pouch for the Beauty Blender. I put a picture on Instagram to say that I had bought this and that I loved it, and I had a lot of questions asking, do you know if it fits the Real Techniques sponge in it? Well, funny enough, I don't use the Beauty Blender. I don't like the Beauty Blenders. I find them too rough. The Real Techniques sponges, which are these, are really soft, and they're I just find these so much better than the actual Beauty Blenders. The Beauty Blender, when I use them, feel rough to me, but these are much nicer. And I didn't even think about any difference in size. But this is the Real Techniques sponge wet. And so it's quite expanded, and this is one of the smaller ones. I use this to blend under my eyes. And so I wanted to show you that it fits in. The Real Techniques one fits in very easy, and I actually put the other one in as well, and you just fit it over the top like so, and you can close it. You could probably fit more in, because you know, you could fit it in just like that, or you can push it right the way closed so that it's a lot smaller. But this is really good, and it came at just the right time, because do you remember I showed you this? This is the Real Techniques travel, I think this is called travel case. And two things happened with this that made me very glad that I've got this. The first thing is that little bits started coming off, little bits of, oh, there we go. So you see there, that's a little bit of plastic that's come off. Yeah, the plastic's just sort of coming off of this, so it's not shutting properly. Now, in a way, it's good, because it means that it's got a little bit of air getting to it, but it's actually not staying together very well, and so it's kind of coming apart. But the other thing that's happened is this is, let me show you this next to this. This is a Real Techniques sponge that is not wet. You can see the size and difference. This is not, I haven't just wet this. This was wet yesterday, so it will is even bigger than that, and it still does fit in here, no problem. But this one, do you remember when I showed you, excuse me, the travel case in a haul? I said that my concern with this is that there wasn't really any breathing holes in this, and so my concern was that it would get mold on it, and that's exactly what has happened. So if you can see on the bottom there, this is a dirty one, but can you see that there are spots on the bottom of this? Hopefully you can see there are some spots. Where are they? Around about that area. There are some spots there, and that's mold. That's not, there would be no reason for there to be spots on my Beauty Blender, on my Real Techniques sponge, and I've never had spots on it. That is a sign that it's kind of going moldy, because there's not enough air getting in when it's sitting in this. Now, this is only supposed to be a travel one, but still, the fact that, like I said, the plastic's coming apart and that's happening completely put me off. So I'm really glad to have this. Now, this is obviously more expensive. The Real Techniques one, I think you can buy the sponge in the case. I'm such a klutz. Okay, you can buy the sponge in the case, I think, for about £7.99, so you get a new sponge. But the Beauty Blender Defender, just for the case, is £10. But I don't think that that's a bad price at all, because the Beauty Blender is quite expensive, isn't it? So I'm glad that you don't have to buy a new Beauty Blender just to get the case, and I'm going to buy another case. You can buy in the UK the Blender Defender from Cult Beauty or from Space NK. Just looking today, Cult Beauty are sold out. There's a wait list. That's where I got mine from, and Space NK have them in stock, so they're £10 plus postage. And like I said, I think that's a really good price, because these will wash, they'll last, you know, they fit nicely in to your makeup bag, because you can squish them around. They've got all of these air holes here, so there won't be any issue with getting moldy. I suppose with all of the holes in them, there is more chance that they'll get, you know, maybe dusty or a bit more dirty from the makeup, you know, from having them in your makeup bag. They're a little less protected in that way, but I'm not too bothered, because yeah, I don't think that'll be an issue for me. So really like that, so I would highly recommend it. That's everything for today. I'll list all of my makeup in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you again soon.